Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we have another episode of Fresh Convo. Number one podcast right now, at least in my eyes, and ain't no surprise, believe that. Strange Fruit Edition. We always on a new mission. Let's get to it. First of all, to my right, I guess it's a brother from another mother, you know what I'm saying? It's Cabero Familiano.
What it do?
Doing what he do. To the right, far right, boss said, baby girl.
What up, though?
We have Miss Shannon. She's in the movie Strange Fruit.
Hello.
Yes, most definitely. Bird, Pastor Bird. He has Bird TV coming real soon. We have to put that platform down real heavy. Last but not least, Maserati. What is it?
Rick Jr.
Rick Jr. My bad. All right, now let's start it off. You know what I mean? How was everybody week? Is everybody, what did they do? Did they get some things done? Are you ready for Christmas? And what's going on?
Shoot, I ain't gonna lie, man. There's been a lot going on, but no complaints. We definitely got the opportunity to. I appreciate this opportunity, though. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Absolutely.
But, you let me co-host with you, and then at the same time, being able to interview this cast that's been doing their thing for a long time. You got some definitely some good people in this movie, but then just grinding and making sure everything good so we can prosper this next week and the weeks after that, so we can have a good New Year too. What about you, boss head?
Right now, I'm selling face masks for $5, only $5. I'm bringing y'all.
She's a comedian too, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? Spice it on up one time. Talk about it. You know what I mean? Hey, man, say your horoscope.
Mine's Aquarius.
Yeah, for real.
If y'all know, we the best. I know we started here off right though.
Good job. Good job, Aquarius.
And like I said, they only $5. You buy two. I got little Zodiac keychains also. They only $3. You buy two face masks, you get a free keychain. And I love the Zodiac stuff. I love talking about it when I do comedy. I like to give people my free opinion, I call it. Because I can't, you can't really tell nobody for real about their Zodiac sign, but people have some similarities.
Right.
And yeah, means you exactly the same, but people do have similarities. They're born around the same time, same day, the same time, the same year. Around the same time each year.
All right.
Yeah, that's what I gotta say. I'm busted.
Well, I ain't gonna start no trouble over here. I'm a Leo.
Okay.
How y'all
That's why
feel
you
about
said
us?
that. Look, she said there's some trouble
I just
back.
want to
Look,
let y'all know.
come on in there. Oh, you're Virgo
Okay.
too? All right, this my brother right here. Yeah,
Here they go.
I slid him already.
Virgos can't never wait till Leo season over to just let somebody know.
You know that.
They coming.
We'll tell you in the middle of
That's
the
cool.
season.
That's cool.
Good
That's
job.
cool.
Yeah.
We gotta expect that. That's,
Yeah,
that's
ain't nothing
cool.
wrong with it. You know what I mean? It's that line.
I really
Yeah.
don't know
You know.
no Leos. They said that's my enemy anyways.
Oh, my God. Look.
See, look, now I done started some trouble already.
the enemy.
Leos cannot be your enemy. We very passionate and very humble and loyal. So I wouldn't say enemy. It's the water versus the fire.
Yeah.
That probably brings that, dynamic, and it's really difficult to mesh. But once you know someone's personality, and that's where the differences come into play, because somebody's personality and life experiences is what can dictate that if they use those same characteristics to the benefit or to the detriment of other people. Because that same loyalty can be like you hard-headed and you need to, switch lanes. But okay. Other than that, it's really been a blessed week for me. I thank God for keeping me. I thank you guys for allowing me to be here today.
Most definitely. We're going to talk about that movie you in. You know what I mean? In a minute.
Okay.
Most definitely. All right, Maserati Rick Jr., my Virgo brother. You know what I'm saying? I like you now better because you're a Virgo, so good job. Talk about your talk, man, real quick. What you got going on, man?
I just wrapped up. Got the Maserati Brick Show. I'm bringing it back. Where I just took like a little break, but I just wrapped up my 11th interview with Culture Currency.
Oh yeah.
Brand. Trying to get some more interviews going. I just wrapped up my second film, Diamond Girls, with Lamar, Joe Smith. Just waiting on that, man. Y'all go check that Cannon Able out, man, on SDM Flix.
Hey, shout out SDM. You know, I act too. You know what I'm saying? That's act ACT with the infamous. Oh, that's act. Yeah, so we can get them. Most definitely. You know what I mean? All right, so Miss Shannon, what's your role in the Strange Fruit movie, and how you feel about that?
Well, yeah, my name is Shannon, but my name is Powder.
Okay.
And I know it says a lot.
That's deadly right
With
there.
a
You know what I'm
name
saying?
like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So you playing a deadly role in there. I'm gonna sit back. Go
Johnson.
Not quite that PG. Let's just say it like that. But yeah, man, it really was a crazy things happen into that type of role. But you got to go all in with a name like that. You can't hold back, you know. It was important for me to show that, you know, she wasn't afraid. You know, she didn't have to kind of filter it. There was no filter. She didn't care, you know, what other people thought. And, you know, Powder, that was her life. So, you know, that was my stage name, I'll say. You know, I'm not going to say how Powder got that name outside of the club, but she was a hustler.
Yeah.
So if you call her by that, you know where to get it. You know, she just kept things consistent.
Okay.
It was about the money, and Powder didn't care. She didn't care who thought, you know, what they thought or what they was gonna say about it.
Okay, yeah. That's what's up. We got another cast member from Strange Fruit, the movie.
Yes.
Introduce yourself.
I'm Isla Dacia. I played Spice.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Now, why they give you the name Spice?
Because Spice is a 6-inch walker, big shit talker.
Oh, shit.
Spicy and feisty.
She come here talking big shit. That's what's up. All right, then. Go ahead. Do your thing. That's what's up. All right, now. Shit. So, how was your week?
My week was really, really good. I did a lot of working out. Yeah. Did a lot. Yeah.
All right. That's what's up. Okay, then. So, as far as like the movie, how did y'all get casted, and was like acting your thing that you wanted to do?
Well, I've been acting for over 11 years, honestly. And I did want to do like a local, like Detroit project. I really wanted to do something like that.
Okay.
I've done a lot of projects on like TV One and the Oprah Winfrey Network.
I saw that.
Yeah, but I wanted to do like a Detroit project. So I was like, ooh, this is like a stripper movie, underground. I liked it, that whole, I wanted to like put that out there because I've had friends who were dancers and they gave me that energy to portray Spice, I want to say.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. Yeah. Great energy too. You got good energy.
Thank you.
Like that.
Thank you
That's
so
what's
much.
up. All
Thank
right.
you.
Yeah, man. Well, hey, I'm gonna check it out. Definitely.
You have to check it out.
Will, you know,
or it's
I
gonna blow
gotta
your mind.
ask this though, like,
go ahead, Scooby.
how long have you been? Well, I'm gonna just say this: how long have both of you been acting?
Well, me, I've been acting since I was a child. I've been acting for like over 11 years.
Okay.
So yeah, I've been acting for a really long time. I've been acting. I've done a lot of modeling, but I've been acting like hardcore acting for a really long time.
What about you, Shannon?
Well, see, yeah, it's crazy, Jay. Like, we grew up, so I knew you when I was younger.
Yeah.
But I never imagined being in this industry in my hometown. So, yeah, I did plays and musicals growing up. I was in different choirs, classical singing, right? So I wasn't, thinking about being in a movie or, with the hip-hop soundtrack or any of those things. But it's just funny how life takes you down different turns. So I rapped by Brand New, and I did, co-founded a dance group and did musicals in college, and that kind of transitioned to this opportunity presenting itself, and I said, why not?
So wait a minute, you was at an open mic. So how did they discover, like, hey, we want her to play Powder?
I had a friend that said, I'm going to this event. I said, I gotta be there. Take me with you. She was gonna do some work behind the scenes, with the camera, just helping with the crew. And, I said, well, what kind of movie is it? She didn't know. She didn't give me much info. I didn't ask too many questions. I knew it was going to be a big project locally, and I wanted to be a part of it. I was excited to meet some new people. And then when I got there and saw familiar faces, that sealed the deal for me. And yeah, the production team was really great to work with, so it made it an easy transition. Even though this is my first movie,
Your first one.
no one could tell on set, and I just tried to keep it professional and be open-minded to any insight.
So how many movies you been in?
Oh my God. Honestly, like when I first started, I was an extra. Like I was an extra in over 19 movies.
Okay.
But then I actually got into heavily into movies. I think I've done 4 movies. Yeah, I've done 4 movies, but I've done a lot of TV shows like Fatal Attraction, For My Man. I've done a lot of TV shows, but this is like my 4th movie.
Okay, nice. So
Yeah.
what's the main? I want to just say what attracted you to do Strange Fruit?
What attracted me was
Because Detroit movies, we stereotype and we kind of got the same storyline.
Absolutely.
So
I definitely agree with that.
I'm deep. I'm a Scorpio, by the way.
Yes,
All you.
I feel that.
Let me
That
Scorpion
energy. I like that Scorpion energy.
So we just want to know what's more like. What was the importance of this movie that attracted you to like, hey, you know what? I'll be legendary in this.
I felt like I would be legendary because I actually identified with the main character. I actually was casted as the main character, and they switched me around to play Spice, who I felt like was the villain. And I always wanted to play a villain. I've played a lot of good girls, and I wanted to just be that villain. I wanted to bring that energy on set, and I felt like I had that energy on set to the point where people was feeling it. But it was a good feel, though. I want to say that. I wanted to play a villain, and I wanted to play someone who, the story was so real to me. Like, just watch it. Like, that story happens to a lot of women who I personally know. Like, the main character, that story happens, and that's a real thing. So it really spoke to me, and I was like, I got to play this. Because I was actually in a similar situation in real life. So that's why I was like, oh, I really got to be a part of this,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once I was reading the script, actually auditioning for the role, I said, this is a true story. Because I could totally see it happening. And, Powder, even though it's, hyped up, it's a movie, but that role, you might know a Powder in your life. You might know a couple people that don't look like Powder outside the club, but when it come to money, they be willing to put some people to the side to do what they got to do. So.
Yeah, most definitely.
Absolutely. This happens not even in Detroit. I want to say a lot of inner cities. This story is real. Like, your friends or the people who you are closest to, they really have motives. Like, it's really a motive. Okay. And that's why I was like, I gotta be a part of this, because this is gonna hit somebody, and they're gonna be like, you know what, that happened to me, and it's gonna make them more self-aware. And I want women to be more self-aware. That's why I really wanted to be a part of it too.
Okay, now, when you first started acting, was there any nervousness, especially with you being this is your first movie? You've been in, I seen you was on, what was it, Fatal Attraction?
I've been on several episodes of Fatal Attraction, yeah.
Was there any sign of nervousness, just getting in front of the camera and things like that? You know what I mean? Knowing that it's going to be exploited to the world. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely. For me, there was nervousness. I feel like if you're not a little bit nervous, you don't care enough. So I just wanted to make sure that I was bringing my A game, that I wasn't disappointing the crew, because Leos are prideful. But yeah, if you're trusting me with this role and these responsibilities, I just wanted to bring it and really tap into my character. Also, I'm a mother. So being a stripper in my 30s is not what I'm trying to put out for the world.
Almost. That's what it is.
Okay, that's right. But I recognize that this role had to be played, and I wanted it to be from a genuine place, because Powder's decision making, you got to do what you got to do. So even if she was a mother or not, I had to put Shannon to the side so that Powder can be depicted as she's supposed to be. Right. So yeah, I was nervous, but I think the beauty is going to come out of that, me actually caring and trying to make it right.
Hey, that's understandable, you know, because it's like it's inspirational at the same time, and I haven't even seen the movie, but I'm like, okay, it's gonna, you know, give some people some understanding as far as like the women part of it. I don't know,
Yes.
you know what I'm
It's
saying?
gonna blow your
So,
mind.
yeah, definitely. So what's gonna blow my mind? What is it about as far as?
I want to say it's about, people in the city, like in Detroit, not even just Detroit. It's like, it reminds me of the Midwest, like Milwaukee,
Okay.
Indiana. That Midwest feeling of, you think you're high up here, and then you got snakes in the grass when you cut it, That's what you're going to see. You're going to see something where, people think that they're friends or this person is looking out for me, and this person really doesn't have your best interests. So, yeah. You're going to see a lot of that. You're going to see a lot of realness. Like, it's going to feel like, dang, I know somebody that this happened to.
Right.
Yeah.
I think what makes it mind blowing and you want to watch more, you want more, is that it's the small decisions that lead up to the bigger picture. So you might not say, oh, I'm going to kill somebody. You might say, well, are you willing to just steal a piece of candy so you can eat? Are you willing to just take $1 pop, so your baby can have something to drink? Then are you willing to go do this for a rack? Are you willing to go do this for a whole new career? You know what I mean? And just being able to maintain this lifestyle. People are at 18, I'm a dance through college, or I'm a dance and think I got these plans, but plans change. While you caught up in that lifestyle, different things present themselves. And I don't think women, are prepared for those different things, but they make split decisions that can turn them down a completely different path.
Now, do you see, or would you have seen yourself do these things in your real life that you're doing on the screen, as far as in this movie?
Like, have y'all seen, like, what y'all acted in? Have you actually seen that just at the club?
Yeah, that you're doing it.
Oh,
Like, was you
I
conscious?
actually saw it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I've seen things like that, especially with my character.
Yeah.
I've seen people who were sheep and wolves, like wolves in sheep clothing, I should say. And I thought, like, oh, no, this person would never do this to me. Yeah, I've seen that for real. I would never do it, no. But I did like the courage that my character had, even though she wasn't the best person, but she was lost herself, I want to say. She was lost and didn't know it. And it's about being stuck, too. You got stuck in a situation because the money was coming in and you thought it was good, and you didn't know or realize how stuck you got and complacent you got. That's what this whole character, this movie, it's about, I want to say.
So basically, it sounds like not only the main character is the main character, but y'all have a main part in this too, to where it's like y'all lifestyles is affecting, you know what I'm saying? We're not going to say it's affecting, but I'm going to just say it relates to others in the audience as well.
Absolutely.
So like they see Spice, they see Powder, and then if Powder a setup chick, it's a setup chick in the movie's like, oh, Jay talking about me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think those kind of movies with that substance and stuff like that, especially on how y'all played y'all role, I think that's more important because it's a message in everything. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely,
like,
yeah.
I believe that when y'all did this movie, it was supposed to deliver a message, and then at the same time, be some type of entertainment to where people can actually be like, you know what, I do want a part 2. I want to see if this could be actually be a web series, or
you're gonna want a
if
part
this
3.
could be on Netflix. You know what I'm Because I'm not gonna lie, just the way the image is of everything, it could be, I could see it just me like, oh, let's go on Strange Fruit. Like, what episode is this?
Exactly.
That could be something. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
So those kind of things, and I learned that from just watching a lot of like John Singleton movies.
Yes.
If you notice in some of the Netflix specials, or even some in just other specials, they take different parts from Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society, and put them in there. You feel what I'm saying? So, but my question is on this is like, when you're acting, what do you focus on?
What I focus on, to be honest, and I rarely tell people this, but I focus on the trauma that I've been through, because we've all been through things. And it depends on the character I'm playing, but for this character, I had to go to that dark place to play that dark character. I had to go like, oh, what was I going through? The things I've been through in my life, I had to pull from that to become Spice. So that's what I pulled from. And I usually don't tell people that, but that is what I pulled from. The
That's
dark
real.
place. Yeah.
Yeah,
Most
that's
definitely, most
definitely
definitely.
real.
Yeah.
Well, I believe we have another cast member in here. Introduce yourself.
I'm executive producer and producer.
Oh, well, that's even better. Say what you say, you know what I mean, and introduce yourself.
My name Fresh.
Well, that's my name, too. That's what's up. I like you already. Good job. Fresh Convo.
Executive producer, and co-CEO of Team 6 Production.
Most definitely.
Okay.
That's what's up. So, you playing a part in this movie. Okay. All right. So, as far
It's okay. It's okay.
no. Now, I actually want to get into the other thing that you did with the Fatal Attraction.
Oh yes.
You know what I mean? I didn't want to bring it
Absolutely.
up because I know this is a promotional for that.
Yeah.
We ain't get to Shannon because we want to know what she tapped
I
into
definitely
to play
wanted
Powder.
to-
You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, my
She's
bad. I'm
not
sorry about that.
Powder at all. You don't even-
I definitely wanted
Correct
to touch
me.
on that. I'm sorry, Fresh, but yes, because that's a good question. By it being my first movie, it's different than a play because they might miss something, you know what I mean. But this, you can go back and rewind it. You can zoom in and say, what? But I focused on my facial expressions because body language, 80% communication. So it's one thing saying the lines and, you know, knowing how you feel, but actually making that come across in how you look. That's what they're looking at. It's a motion picture. They want to see the emotion.
Exactly.
So yeah, I just focused on my facial expressions and how, you know, how I felt when I was speaking as Powder, not Shannon.
Okay.
So yeah.
That's wonderful,
Yes.
man. I just feel honored to have y'all here. Most definitely. That, you know what
Thank you.
I'm saying? Yeah.
Thank you so much.
For real, man. I see like up and coming, like real moguls in the world. You know what I mean? As we're
Thank
looking at
you.
y'all, and
Thank you
I
so
appreciate
much.
y'all for coming for real. But like I said, I want to know about that Fatal Attraction.
Yes.
That
you
was the
crazy for
episode.
real?
Yeah,
Oh,
she came in that thing.
yes.
Yeah, I seen it. I mean, I didn't see that, but what it was or what you posted. But how was that?
That was amazing because I was playing a real story. Like, and it's so funny because the people who were playing, a lot of them are in prison and they're happy. They're famous in prison because I played the story. Their family members are contacting me. And how I tap into those characters, you know, I'll call a family member and they know I'm doing this and I'll start an argument. And that's what I'm thankful for my family because they give me that energy to play that character. So I do play Fatal Attraction is usually a lot of killing, a lot of gun violence. And that's how I tap into that energy because I do know people who about that life. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Yeah.
then. That's a real Fatal Attraction. So what
Yeah.
role did you play?
Oh, I've played so many roles, but my most recent role was Latrice. I played a woman. The father of her child was cheating on her with a woman, and she was pregnant. And a lot of people thought I was pregnant for real, but no. And he was cheating, and his best friend killed the girl who he was cheating with. So he was pretty much to protect me. So that is the role that I played in that movie. I mean, on that TV show, I apologize. But I did star on For My Man.
Wow.
I did star on For My Man on the TV One network. And that was the realest character I ever played because this woman is actually very similar to Strange Fruit.
Okay.
You know, she was very naive. She didn't know what she was getting herself into. So I want to say these characters were very similar. I want to say it was very strange. It's funny I say strange fruit, but it was strange how similar they were.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what you think that what's different about Strange Fruit that's gonna stick out more than any other movie that y'all have done or that you will do?
I want to say what's different about Strange Fruit, and I love the way D. Alexander put this project together. What's different about Strange Fruit is everyone wasn't painted as a villain. It shows some innocence in everyone. And I feel like a lot of local projects is everyone is the villain to me.
Yeah.
I don't know why I feel like everyone is the
Yeah.
villain in the projects.
Yeah.
No, it shows some innocence in these characters. I want to say it shows innocence in all of the characters.
I agree. I definitely agree. So when you were saying I'm the villain earlier, I was thinking like, oh, I don't want to be the villain Because it really is, we being ourselves, Powder and Spice. It's up to the other characters to dive into what we doing. Because this is our life. You know, we work there. You know, we don't have no plans on leaving the club. You know, we getting bread. So, you know, other people seeing that as glamorous and wanting to join in on our life, that doesn't make us the villain. You know, we're making our own choices, and it doesn't necessarily mean we're making the right ones, but we're not necessarily convincing or, you know, persuading other people to do what we doing.
Well, there was a little persuasion there, but you guys look, see.
Look, we're not manipulating. How about that? Look.
Yeah, I will say it depends on how you look at it, because I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because I can see where you're coming from. It all depends on how you look at it, because I do feel like, you know, you can see me as the villain, or you can see me as someone who doesn't know any better. It all depends on how you view life itself, I want to say. Yeah.
Now, I got to get deep with you real quick when I'm introduce you. Now, you bring up villain. What do you believe a villain really is?
Okay, so my opinion of a villain is someone who, you know that this person is vulnerable. You know that this person is looking for guidance. You know that this person is down and out in the dumps, and you take advantage of that. That makes you a villain to me.
Wow.
And I do feel like that is what I played, and I liked playing that character. Yes.
Hold on, I like that. I gotta say this because we spoke about this on the last podcast. But do you believe that you can be a villain to someone and then you can be a hero to someone, but they may have got a different experience from you, and then this other person got a hero experience from you? So how do you know, or how can you say what's a villain? You feel what I'm saying? That's because when we say, like, in a movie sense, definitely. You know what I'm saying? They always playing them arrogant motherfuckers and they doing all kind of shit. But then it's like, in life though, you feel what I'm saying? How can you say, like, damn, like, oh, people that heard bad stories about me, but then when they meet me, they be like, oh, this nigga ain't half bad. He just a real guy. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, I think we a villain in a few people's stories, and I think we a hero in a lot of other people's stories too.
Absolutely.
You feel me?
Man, that's a sad reality.
That's a sad reality.
I think if you're
and you
consistent,
may not have taken advantage of nobody, but you may have just said you had a booger in your nose. Or now you just, and I was like, you wasn't supposed to say that. Like, what?
Because you don't know where that person were in their life and how they took that. I do see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I definitely agree. Yeah.
And it's because it's like the whole comprehension thing. Like, what I noticed, like, communication is not the problem. Comprehension is.
Yeah.
So a person may comprehend it like, damn, that's not tough love. That's them being hard on me. You know what I'm saying? But then when they finally get around people who just be like more comfortable and a yes man to them, they not really realizing, like, no, them the people that's really abusing you because they letting you do everything over and over again. So those are the villains.
Yeah, they're
that you thinking your friends, they taking advantage
Uh-huh.
of your vulnerability. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm glad
the
you said
hero
that.
is the ones like, hey, it's a bus coming, or get your ass up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but I just wanted to say that. But other than that, my question was, well, no. Introduce my man right here. We got the writer himself.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, bro?
Hey, what's going on, Detroit?
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Now, when you were writing this movie, what were you thinking about?
Well, I was thinking about the parallels of, our young black women and things they do.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely want to tap in on both sides.
Is this some things you were seeing in the city? You know what I'm saying? Like, and you was like, okay, I'm going to write a movie. Or you were writing as you, when you wake up every morning, it's like you paint pictures of whatever that you know that you're going to do later on in life. So, because everybody that's does something like, I'm trying to say it without being too extra, you know what I mean? But when you write movies, is it what you see in the city, and then you're like, oh, I'm gonna make a movie about this?
Well, I felt like it was a story to tell, not just for Detroit, even though Detroit, we into it like Atlanta.
Yeah, but there's a Detroit every city. I didn't mean a lot to say. I'm like, this Detroit every mother city.
The strip club is what it is. So, seeing a lot of my friends and people in the life, because, I support, for sure.
Uh-huh.
We all love the strip club.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to paint a picture of, both sides. There's women in it that this is a full-time career, and then there's women in it that's, just trying to get in and boost their life up a little bit.
Gotcha.
That's what's up.
So
That's
what motivated you to write the script for Powder and to make sure that each character had that stamp to where it's like, damn, this was that shit. Like each one of them did their thing.
Well, Powder, she kind of in between too. I felt like, you know, the two of them, Powder and Spice. Spice was her character's longevity in the game. She had been there. Powder, she was, you know, in between. She had been there for a minute, and she was following behind the wrong one. Or the right one.
Or the right, you just never know.
Well, where did you come up with the name? Not to cut you off. Where did you come up with the name Powder from?
Yeah.
For a human, you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Where did you come up from a human? You understand? For a human, yeah. Powder.
She
Like,
got a classic line in there. She say, you know, make the dope boys
Go
crazy.
crazy.
Oh,
okay. Make the dope boys go crazy.
I need a shirt. I need a shirt. That say Powder, and then on the back it say that line.
Yeah.
We gonna market and trademark that.
Okay,
Straight
Powder
to
merch
market
coming
and
soon.
That's what's up. Most definitely. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we have A Solo once again. He's in the building too. Do your thing, my brother.
What
You know,
up,
he's
A
sharp.
Solo?
Like
Nice to
he
meet
do.
you, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Welcome.
Yes, sir. Now, as far as this lady's character, what did you know, how did you come up with her name?
Well, she embodied it all. Spice is spice.
Oh, we spicy. You came in here spicy too.
Oh, spicy and feisty.
Spicy and feisty. Okay, then you rap
pepper on
too. Oh, yeah, get you a studio boo. Hey,
Bars,
shit, okay.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just playing. Yeah, but
She
okay,
definitely
cool.
embodied Spice. Isla did a beautiful job, and Shannon too, being her first role.
Yeah, most definitely.
Thank you.
Shannon, you know, they both were exceptional, but they both embodied the role. And Spice, she definitely was the spice of the film. You'll see she the one that kind of stirring it up a little bit, like to keep things riled up. So
Okay.
Spice is spice.
So, is this like a Tricks and Ronnie?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
I mean, you can
I
definitely
wasn't even thinking
correlate
about
to
that. That's what I say.
It's
Yeah.
definitely Tricks and Ronnie, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna go check it out.
I'm just saying how creative he is because, you know, we all got legendary shit that we done saw. So it's like,
We definitely paying no mind.
Yeah,
To,
you
to the
feel-
big homie Q.
yeah.
Definitely, but this ain't no funny story, and it's definitely more realistic. I feel, you know, it's authentic.
Okay.
You know, ain't nothing about this no game, and it ain't funny.
Period.
Okay. Cool.
I like that because that's gonna make people pay attention, even young women.
That's what I'm looking for.
My dog.
I'm trying.
That's all I
do
need
this.
to
got
hear.
3
That's what
daughters.
I'm on.
Right.
So is this more like an inspirational thing? As far as what you say, this ain't a game, this ain't funny, this and that. You trying to inspire more, you know,
I'm
of the
definitely-
young
I'm
women
trying
because you
to-
know the majority of the women in the city. I don't say the majority of women in the city, but it's a lot of strippers. It's a strip club next to a strip club, next to a strip club, next to a strip club. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, God damn, you know what I mean?
And this all across the globe.
Exactly. It's not even a Detroit thing, but like I said, there's a Detroit in every city.
Right.
At the same time, there's a you in every city. There's a her in every city. There's a her. There's a me. There's a him. You know what I'm saying? So it's understandable. But is this an inspirational thing too?
It's definitely inspirational. Once you get to the end, you'll definitely see the inspiration in it. But I definitely was trying to paint a graphic picture. You know,
Okay.
like I say, this ain't no fluff film. This ain't no comedy, man. This is a tragedy.
Okay.
It's definitely a tragedy.
Oh man. Well, you know.
You go down that road, I think Players Club kind of glorified a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, strippers wasn't stripping like that back then.
Mm-hmm.
But as prevalent as it is now. So that's why this story had to be told. Them to light down on it a little bit.
I mean, was you like sitting in a strip club and just said, you know what, I'm gonna just write a movie about this and just glorify what they not seeing, but what I'm seeing, and just add different things, elements. You know, it's like when you cooking. You know, I'm like, I wonder if this gonna be with this shit. I want to put this with this. You know, it just mix up everything, and then it comes out to be like, damn, I didn't think that was gonna be one of those, you know, epic meals that I cooked. You know what I'm saying? So
it's definitely intentional though. I'm definitely intending to strike some nerves.
Okay.
Definitely trying to get.
Ruffle some
I
feathers.
wanna enlighten as well as entertain.
Okay.
I wanna inform, you know, as well as entertain.
Okay.
As well as keep y'all laughing a little bit and tell stories that people love to go see, but also afterwards you're gonna have to think a little bit.
Okay, all right. Now is that what y'all thought when y'all were doing the movie? Was that enlighten, entertain?
I wanted to go and just be villainized. I always wanted to play a
You
villain.
just ready?
I was like, I want to just be this. I want to tell a real story too. Though I loved the way that the script was written because it was very real. I want to say. And I wanted to go in and play the fuck out of some realness. And that is really what I wanted to do because this stuff does happen. It happens for real in real life. So that's what I really wanted to go in there and do.
Man, I'm ready to see the movie, man. You know what I mean?
You will not be disappointed. You won't be disappointed.
Same question for you.
Well, I definitely wanted to bring the realness. I didn't want to be the villain. I'm going to stay firm on that because Potter was already wrapped up. It's not about new girls that enter the club or, I'm focused on my money. You know what I mean? And I felt it was important for her to have that tunnel vision because she wasn't worried about, making friends. It was about making money. And you'll see that being idolized or, valued over things that are probably more important. You know what I mean? Putting ourselves in dangerous situations, being willing to just go with anyone because of a dollar figure. And, it wasn't about manipulating or showing somebody else the game as it was, how can this person make me more money? So, yeah, it was important to just show that, just focus on portraying the girls who is really wrapped up on getting that bread.
I think that with our experience, bro, and it's crazy that y'all doing it in the old deja vu. I think that was, I graduated in 07. So, yeah, it was deja vu. 17 years old, turned 18, was able to go in there. But I, as a guy going in there as a youngin', I haven't experienced those kind of things that was going on in the club. You feel me? And it wasn't until maybe 25 I'm experiencing that, or seeing that or hearing it, it could really go down like that. And it's for that to become a movie, I feel like y'all is paying tribute to that hustle and at the same time to hey, you ladies, y'all need to wake up. But then you fellas, you feel what I'm saying? Y'all think it could go like this, but it could go a whole nother way. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh.
And I think that's why when y'all say strange fruit, you got a lot of them strange motherfuckers in this bitch. You don't know which one is the strangest to be the fruit. You feel what I'm saying?
And I want to say, too, that was actually a really good name for this movie because, remember, that almost ended Billie Holiday's career. The song Strange Fruit. The song Strange Fruit. That almost ended her career, and it's very similar to what the movie is. It almost ended, or we don't know, a woman. It ended young girls. It could have ended. We don't know yet. Just got to go and watch the movie because it almost ended Billie Holiday's career. So that's a very great title for this movie itself. Yeah.
Cool.
I gotta add this too, man. Everybody in this film was challenged. Like the actors themselves was challenged. Jackpot tattooed them both comedians. They were asked not to play. They were asked to play something non-comedic.
The challenge of it, yeah, most definitely.
Real drama. And Isla, come on, Isla's nothing like this character. She is polar opposites of this character.
Yes.
And Shannon, her being her first role, she was phenomenal, and she's nothing like this character.
Wow.
So as much as we paying homage, man, I'm blessed to just have such talented actors to be able to pull this off because none of the people is nothing like the road. Nothing like the road. But they definitely embodied and capitalized it. And we definitely got dancers in there. Shout out to Lola, Loco, all of them. We definitely got dancers.
And be looking for them. Good job, dancers.
They something to see.
Oh, man, most definitely. You know what I mean? At the same time, now, what is your definition of a strange fruit? Because when I seen that, I'm like, strange fruit. That's the title makes me, you know what I'm saying? It entices me to want to go see it. You understand what I'm saying, or whatever? So, what is your definition of a strange fruit?
Honestly, when I think of strange fruit, I do think about the meaning was women hanging from trees with the Billie Holiday song. And it's almost like a metaphor to me. Like we are enslaved to our vices in a sense, and we're not even aware of that. Strange fruit is someone who is an outcast or who's not self-aware or a product of their environment. I want to say someone who is a product of their environment and who's lost. Really, you're lost. That is a strange fruit to me. You're lost, but you're really a beautiful thing that's tasty, and you're not aware of that.
Lord,
That is a strange
that fruit
to me.
tastes good. Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Now, was that what you was embodying? You know what I mean? When you were making this, looking at what she had just said. I mean, listening, excuse me, to what she had just said and things like, just different people and how people move and being a part of your environment. You know what I mean? Were you around people like this that made you say, I'm gonna write about this? And
Definitely was around it, but I tell you, strange fruit came from. We all know that black women. That's the oldest living bones found from a black woman. They are the garden to eat. They are the fruit. They the fruit of this world. It's how we treat them. That's what make them strange.
Yes.
It's how the world sees them.
that made a lot of sense.
That's
right
why they strange.
Yeah.
But it's definitely about black women. It's definitely about the state of black women right now. Because we a strange fruit, but it's time for us not to be strange no more.
So what makes the woman the fruit?
She the essence of life.
Okay.
And tasty.
Oh, well, there
I'm
you go.
so
You know what I'm
glad.
saying? Come on, Leo. Get in there too.
I mean, they sweet.
What makes the woman the fruit? I'm asking you.
Well, I was thinking, and I'm so glad he said that because it confirms my idea that to sow a seed. Because where do men plant their seed? But we make it blossom. So, you can have a tree, but it's the fruit that is able to go off and create more. So it's how you can take an apple over here and speak positive things to it. It'll be shiny and red and all juicy and sweet. But you take that same apple and say, you ain't shit. You ain't gonna grow. This not enough water.
Right.
You don't have enough.
Right.
And it's not gonna blossom. So why are we the fruit? Because we can recreate life with the seeds. We can take that and create more. And it's really about what we do with it. How we harvest that seed. So
That's
I
a,
understand
Really good.
that.
that's a good
Now, do you think that portrayals of actors turn into real life?
shit.
I want to say
Boy, you
this.
hitting them now.
You can stay in a character, but you have to hop out of that character. You definitely can stay in a character.
Repeat that question again.
Okay, hold on, just for
Just say
Jay,
it
you know what I'm
again.
saying?
No, for the audience, so they can, because they're going to be watching
yeah.
this.
Do you think that just whatever you portray in a movie, even with music, because I do music too, does it go
Absolutely.
into does art imitate life? You understand what I'm saying? Does what you're doing in this movie make you be like, that's really who I am? I'm gonna really.
You can get trapped in a character. That is a real thing. The guy who played the Joker, he got trapped in a character. You can get trapped in a character, but if you have to really know yourself, I feel like, before you get into entertainment. Like, you have to know who you really are. You have to know who you are as a human, as a person, as a woman, as a man. So you won't get trapped in a character, because I actually had fun getting into the character. I can't lie. And it was a fun character for me. It was really fun, but I didn't want to get trapped in her.
Yeah.
So no, I hopped out of her. I hopped out of Spice really
Okay.
quick.
Right.
But you definitely can get trapped in a character. I think Tupac did it.
Yeah.
I think Tupac did that.
I think it's definitely possible, because we're all cognitive creatures. So once you tell yourself you are something, you start to believe it. So people who are weak-minded, could continue living that role in their regular lives. But just like any position, any role, you got to know when to clock out. So people that go to work and come home talking to their husband, I'm so tired of Janet and Karen always at my desk, but you got to know when to turn that off. So people that are strong-minded and can separate, their roles and really just do their job and hone in, that's a strength. That's a mental strength that you're really pulling out some tools to turn that off and be yourself again.
Most definitely, most definitely. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Kid L just walked on in. Look at this guy right here. You know what I'm saying? You can actually get them. Yeah, you can get the headphones and get the mic. You know what I mean? Whatever you want to do. You want to?
I like to say
He ain't want to get on anyway.
about the strange fruit. Nice to see
Come over
you
here.
again.
Oh yes, nice to see you
Can you
again
take this
too.
spot
Rob.
over here?
Okay.
Come sit
Ain't
right
the
here.
fruit the one that bear the juice?
Exactly.
Yeah,
The black of the berry. What they say?
The
The
sweeter
black
the
of the berry, the
juice.
sweeter the juice.
You know.
Sweeter the juice. Ain't the fruit the one that bear the juice?
Absolutely,
Uh-huh.
absolutely.
What up, kid?
That was my take on that.
This one.
It's all good.
The monitors can they lower
If
them?
you want to, if not, you don't have to.
What, lower, well, no, I'm saying like can they lower the
Oh, lower the volume.
yeah, it's really loud.
Hey, lower the volume a little bit.
Okay. Actor, not an MC, right?
Right here, I'm just like, I can hear y'all.
Hey, yeah. Just do
What's
what
going
I'm
on? What's
saying. Like I
happening?
said once again, ladies and gentlemen, Kid L. Man, what's your role in this movie?
My role in this movie is a crackhead named
Oh,
Trey.
Break it down for them, Fresh. Break it down for them. How we break it down for them. So, how did you get this role?
Basically, Jackpot the Juice had reached out to me and said that there was this movie he wanted me to be a part of, and then he got me in contact with D, and then they just said they would love me to for me to be a part of it, and I said, all right, for sure, like this is an honor. My first feature film, I'm doing it.
So what? So I know you a busy man, and I know you've done a lot of things, and you still doing a lot of things, man. What made you want to dedicate your time, just that piece of time, to this movie? Because what did you think that this movie would produce for you and everybody else in the city?
Honestly, I didn't know what it would produce. I just knew that I trusted Jackpot a lot. I worked with him like a few times, and I really look up to him because I want to get into the film game and the comedy game a little bit more. And I just really trusted him, and that's really what brought me to the table in the first place, honestly.
Got
Just straight up that.
Got you.
Yeah.
Do you bring comedy to the movie?
No, man. It's my first feature film. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just doing my best, man. I swear to God, I was just like, all right, let me just do what I'm doing. But people said I did good, so you know what I'm saying? I trust what they said.
I mean, well, crackheads are funny, so you did.
Well, crackheads are very entertaining. You know what I mean? Shit, you give them an hour of your time, you be entertained. You know, on that special day.
But I don't think that you ain't give him a Pookie role in this mother.
Believe it or not, the boy did incredible, first of all.
Thank you.
The boy was incredible. Kid L, man, I appreciate him, even giving his time to the role. But he was more than the crackhead, man. He was the great white hope in the movie, man.
Shit.
He was the great white hope in the movie, man. So,
Yeah, man.
but he definitely was significant, man. We appreciate Kid. Sure.
Now, how did you prepare for the crackhead role?
Honestly, I just kept reading the script over and over again, and I did watch New Jack City a few times, get Chris Rock's roll down, Pat, and then to be honest, it's a former crackhead, so actually in the movie, I'm like more like it's been over, like I got over the crackhead phase, but I just read the script over and over and over again.
So you just can't be around crack.
Don't
Don't stay around. Don't get around powder now.
Don't wear out nothing white. Not even a white t-shirt. Now I'm gonna think about some crack shit. Yeah. That t-shirt black, you gonna come around me because I can't have a relapse. That's what's up, man.
So when it came to, I know we got a few minutes left. When it came to doing this film for all of you, was it something that was organic? That when y'all got around each other, or whatever the case may be, it was just like, oh, this vibe is gonna be good, or was it like, damn, like I gotta figure my role out too and try to coexist with them? Like, how was that?
I want to say this first. This was my first time because I'm used to getting in character by myself, and I was around so many entities, so many energies. So that was a challenge for me, I will say, getting into character around a lot of different entities. And I actually was, I was acting out as Spice, and I feel like a lot of people didn't realize that I was popping off, I was acting out, and it was because I was Spice. I'm used to getting in character by myself and isolated.
Right.
So that probably was a challenge for me, but I still feel like it actually helped the project. The fact that I had this energy in this room, and it enhanced my character.
Gotcha.
I want to say it was a very unique experience for me. It was an interesting experience for me because, like I said, I got into character around different entities, and that's how it is at the strip club. When you are at the strip club, you are getting into character.
Right.
Believe it or not, these strippers
Absolutely.
are getting into character in real life. So I want to say Yeah, around a lot of people. This was my first time hopping into a character, and it caused some friction, but it was good friction because it was good for the cast, it was good for the character, and it was good for the movie. I will definitely say that. Yeah.
What about you?
For me, I absolutely thought it was a benefit to be around the other actors and actresses to get into character. By it being my first role, I can recite the lines in the mirror all day. But once I saw other people and their facial expressions, how they're, perceiving or accepting my lines, and I had to bring the fire and be powder back at them. So I think it helped their experience. It was great working with Crystal and Liz Fox. Just being in the dressing room, like we all dancers. And they weren't. I'm not gonna give too much, but it was great being around them and just feeding off their energy as everyone is preparing for the scene. So I loved it. I think it really benefited and made my role better.
I heard that. Now, as far as after this movie is out and everything that is out and on and stuff like that, are you ready for the fans? Pretty much, when people see this.
Yeah, because when it comes to
are you ready for the fans? Pretty much, you know what I mean. Are you ready? People say, "Hey, I seen you in Are you ready for that? Because it's gonna come. Because what I'm hearing, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be one of those epic, monumental movies and things like that.
I'm not trying to be arrogant, man, but I already get recognized when I go out.
I've seen your activities already. That's why I asked her. I'm like, I already know. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta wear a hoodie when I go out. I wear a mask now because people always come. I do music reviews, and I give harsh criticism on music reviews. So people are obviously like, when somebody comes up to me and says, you reviewed my song, I'm like trying to duck and cover and shit. So I'm already feeling it, baby. Like,
so you happy it's a mask thing going on. I'm trying to mask on.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but I'm sure everybody around the table, man. It's gonna be you're gonna get more style out of you. When they did Buffed Up with Jackpot, that's when he started shining even more and more. So I think the same thing's gonna happen with this film as well.
Okay.
What about you?
I feel like this. I've done a lot of work. I've been acting for 11 years, and I go to certain towns, and I'm very well known. I want to say in Tennessee. I love Tennessee, so it wouldn't be anything new to me because I'm very well known in Tennessee, actually in Memphis. And I feel like, that story could happen in Memphis, Tennessee. That story could definitely happen in Memphis.
So it's another Hustle and Flow?
Hold on.
It's a Midwest hustle and flow because Midwesterners, we got that swag. We're more up to date. Not to talk down on them because they're really fashionable too, but no, it's a more Midwest hustle and flow.
Okay.
And it has some, like I keep saying, it has innocence to it as well.
Okay.
Powder. Shannon.
See, I'm ready for the movie. That's
what I'm saying.
The fans gonna be like,
so you gotta separate.
Oh, no, they be Shannon.
Someone else asked me that when we were actually shooting. They're like, this about to be big, right? And I'm like, well, I'm just doing my job. I'm just here so I don't get fined. I'm just here to do what I came to do. I'm not thinking about the fan base so much as who all is actually gonna touch and how people will react to Shannon doing a project like that. That was my initial thing. Now, if the fans come, I'm welcoming it, I'm more so excited about the networking that would come from this project.
Yes, the opportunities.
Yeah, absolutely. Me just putting myself out there to be able to be a part of something so monumental for the city. And, I'm open. I'm ready for that. So...
Well, judging not to judge, but to look at y'all in the conversation and everything. This is not your first movie. This is not going to be your only movie. That's what I'm trying to say.
All right,
this is going to be more. We keep positive in here. Manifest and stay dressed. You know what I'm saying? Be blessed. So that's what it is. But
I want to shout out my man right here, Peep the Scene, dog.
Most definitely, man.
He it was booked today and everything, but he already told me, bro, I got you. Whatever you need me to do, we'll get it together. You feel what I'm saying? So this is what it's all about. Like, we all putting each other in that opportunity, like she said, just recognizing those opportunities because you never know who you can. Never know I'll be around this guy right here. I see him all the time. I see him being funny. Never thought I'd be seeing Shannon out there doing her thing. You feel what I'm saying? Being next to a writer, being next to a legend. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's just those kind of things that I think we need to embrace. So even after this show, we keep embracing each other no matter what. You feel what I'm saying? So shout out y'all Instagrams and stuff like that, man.
Well, you know, my name is very difficult. I'm Isla Dacia.
Spell it for the audience.
It's AILADACIA, Isla Dacia.
Wow.
All right now, well, I'm Shannon. I'm a little old school, so my Facebook is Shannon Marie Brand New. That's brand new. Always keep it brand new. But my Instagram is IAM_brand new.
And you're brand new to the movie scene, so
Absolutely.
but just it's going to be a time where you're not going to be brand new.
That's okay.
You're going to be a legend.
But I'm going to keep it brand new. And legend, that brings me to my new clothing line.
Oh,
it's
I
a
see.
lifestyle apparel line called Legend Maker.
All right now.
Oh, you gotta
So-
send me some, girl. Send me some.
Absolutely.
All right now, how can we hear about that? And when is that coming?
Well, I launched my online apparel shop in October. It was important for me to leave something for my children. So after I started the project before this movie, but just trying to do something outside of the norm. And regardless of the fashion, I just feel like brands don't care about the people that wear them, that are dedicated and committed to it. So I know y'all was hearing me talk about sowing the seed and, you know, just being blessed and just having gratitude because it's about the people first. And when you have the people, the money comes.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Legend Maker is just about inspiring the next entrepreneur to pursue your purpose and your passion, the calling on your life. So everybody in this room can be a legend maker. And you can get some joggers right now at legendmakerlife.com.
Well, come on, wait on that.
All right.
Wait on that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Get that in there real quick.
Okay, Fresh.
I brand myself too. You know, Fresh Convo. Go and get one of these.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
you know,
well, you gotta
medium,
send it
smalls,
over.
with everything and everything.
I'm subscribed.
We got not subscribe.
channel.
Buy the T-shirt too. You know,
Okay.
Just
Yeah,
mediums
go on
and
to wear it.
smalls,
Yeah.
Huh?
We gotta have something for the big people.
Oh no! It's
yeah, he
whatever
saw.
you want. You know what I'm saying? Pre-orders, good job.
4X,
Yeah,
whatever.
for real.
Where
you
the
know what
extra
I mean?
small at? Even though I'm
Extra
top heavy.
small.
Small.
Yeah,
I
fire
see.
red
It's
kid.
small.
Shout out your Instagram.
You can find me at Kid L Video on Instagram, man. We got a YouTube.
Yeah, you gonna love his Instagram too. He be clowning on that motherfucker. I
Man.
get bored and be like, I need to laugh. I just catch up with you.
I wanted to thank D again, man. I really appreciate you for putting me on this project. This is my I always wanted to be in a movie and in a theater, and it's gonna be at the Bella Theater on December 18th. So this is like a dream come true to me, and I appreciate you for putting this together. Y'all, man, this really means a lot to me, and everybody involved with it. Especially Glenn, man, because Glenn, Tattoo Man, Page Man, he made me feel so comfortable in my first scene in prison. And I've been to prison before, man. And, I've been to jail before, I'm sorry. And he made it feel at home. He did. He really made me feel at home. So thank you, man. I appreciate you, too.
Oh man, but yeah, that was funny, man. That was funny.
Was it a nightmare?
Yeah, was it a
nightmare? That wasn't no good shit, dog.
No.
Well, I gotta shout
Look
out.
at me, man. Look at me.
I gotta shout out our sponsor, man, Motu VJ. This is not the first time.
Most
This is
definitely
not the
that.
second time, and this will never be the last time, man. Motu VJ will be the sponsor of the aftermath of the premiere Strange Fruit. So y'all make sure y'all come to Club Blue. I am your host, Jay Scabero. Y'all know where y'all can find me, Scabero.Familiano. My business page is at the agency at THEE.AJENCY22. And you can also follow my credit repair business page at _.creditrepair. I appreciate all y'all for coming. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all are doing your thing. I appreciate Tony Fresh. This is the first time, and this is not going to be the last time I tell him I appreciate him, because he studied the things that I've done, and now he's doing it for me to reciprocate that same energy. You feel what I'm saying? So everything that we put out, those are going to be our mirrors to come back and be like, hey, you changed my life, or you know what, you sold me blue skies and bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So other than that, man, I appreciate y'all,
We
dog.
appreciate you and your voice.
For real.
Yes, thank you so much for having
Go
us.
download the app, SDM Live. Check it.
Yo, so is that like
Hey, I got to be there December 18th, Bel Air Luxury Cinema. You got to be there. You know what I'm saying? Go get them tickets right now for
Right
the.
now. Hit that link.
Now that's your plug. You plug that in, man. You know what I'm saying? Go plug that in for those people that want to come and check out that movie premiere December 18th at the Bel Air Luxury
Bel Air
Cinema.
Luxury. Come see
You
it.
got
If
to
you're
be
ready
there.
to be entertained and a little bit enlightened, come on down and join us. Team 6.
Yes, sir. You got to
All
be there.
right.
You know what I mean? And that's just it, really. To tell you the truth.
Can I ask you, is
feel
that a
so
real
honored.
Gucci head?
Yeah, man.
That looks like somebody drew on that bitch.
Well, that's because it's a year old.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm
Fucking
saying?
with
Nah,
KL over here now.
Hell my ass.
Yeah, man. Look at
Nah,
like somebody
nah.
did some stencils in that bitch.
Nah, man. I bought this in Miami, Florida. Man.
Okay,
It's
I'm gonna have to
$200.
get with you, kid. That's the
Yeah,
summer
this is
set.
it. This is it.
That's the summer set.
I bought this
to the
at
left. That's the shoe.
You know, entertaining though.
Yeah.
But I did. No, I bought this. I'll show you the receipt.
Solo
And I got the. I had the.
ride.
This was. I bought it in Orlando, Florida. I don't know if you know the malls and stuff out there, but it's the Gucci. They got everything. They got every outlet. It's an outlet mall. They got
Okay.
everything out there. Yeah,
I believe
it's $200 hat. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But now it looks like it's $95 because it's been sitting there. The black did faded into gray, but I don't give a fuck because I had to put it out there.
So I
Looks
got
good.
a question. Like, what is it?
I said it looks good.
Yeah. What is the next thing to come? As a writer, as an actress, as an actor, and a public figure. What is the next thing to come?
As a writer director, we got imaginary players. We are in pre-production, going to pre-production January. After that, Vigilantes, and then we got a cartoon series, Sweet Baby Jesus, and then we got
I can play Sweet Baby Jesus, you know what I'm saying? Line me up. You know, you got to check out that new Tony
definitely-
Fresh. I got straight pimp raps and all kind of shit
definitely
going
got
on.
the voice. So
Line
we
me up
definitely gonna
for
holler at
it.
you.
Sweet Baby Jesus.
Sweet Baby Jesus.
Good job, Sweet Baby Jesus.
Then we gonna cap off
Line me up.
2022 with a series, The Carters, Little Hood series.
Okay.
Hey, man. Any and everyone, I can play a part.
I got you. We tapping in all Detroit, man.
Good job.
Detroit, we tapping in.
West, no doubt.
That's what's up. All right, then. Well, I appreciate everybody for coming and everything. And like I said, December 18th at Club Blue.
Oh yeah, Club Blue. I'm hosting. Make sure y'all be there. Get y'all tickets from Strange Fruit on Instagram. Y'all can either holler at any of the actresses or the actors, or you can even holler at me. I'm gonna point you straight to the Strange Fruit Instagram so y'all can grab y'all tickets. Do y'all have a link? Eventbrite.
Yeah, Eventbrite. Yeah.
Yep. And then make sure y'all hit that link in that bio. So do not forget to hit that link in that bio. Man,
Strange
grab them
Fruit, the
tickets.
movie.
Strange Fruit the movie.
And don't be a
baby.
strange fruit. You know what I'm saying? Be some good juice or something like that. You know what I mean? Enjoy yourself.
Tales of a black girl
Believe that.
lost. Damn.
You make a move, make it matter. Yeah. Forget the rest.
How y'all feeling that?
You're rocking with the best radio station on the planet. SDM Live Unplugged.